Welcome back to the channel and our home renovation. Today we're still working on the bathroom, beginning to wonder if we're ever going to get the water back on. I hope that today is the day, so I'm getting ready to do my prep work to get that water turned on. All I have to do today is get the water heater hooked up, finish these valves, finish the tub spouts, and we should be able to get the water on. So I'm pretty excited, but with that there's some little side jobs that we have to do first. One of them is putting blocking in this wall. I know it doesn't seem important, but you'll see why soon. But blocking is for our vanity because we're actually going to be doing a wall mount vanity, so it's going to be floating. It's not standing on the floor. Since it's floating, it needs some really good blocking to hold to. And the reason I'm doing all that when it seems so unimportant is because I need to get drywall on this wall. I need drywall so I can put my valves on and not have big holes. Alright guys, this went really well. I got the blocking in for the sink. That's awesome. Really solid feeling. Here's where the trouble comes in. I've been thinking, and that causes trouble. We built this wall. I'm happy with the way we built it, but we bought a mirror. We actually bought a medicine cabinet mirror, and we were going to surface mount it, but the more I keep thinking about it, I think I want to recess mount it. I think I want it in the wall, flush with the wall. I wasn't going to do that because it's a lot of work, but the wall's open. Here's my chance. I hate to delay the water heater any longer, and it's going to be a big hassle, but I think I'm going to change this. I'm going to cut all these studs out. I'm going to frame in a box so we can recess mount our new medicine cabinet mirror. So I have to move these 3 plates that I put in down out of the way, cut these studs out, move this, and frame it in a new box. But this is the reality of home renovation, is that sometimes plans change. You gotta adapt. You know, you get new ideas as you go. Sometimes you go in one direction, then you decide to go another. I mean, look at this wall. We got 7 inches of space that's gonna be used for nothing. We might as well. And these basically just make the wall one solid unit. Gives it strength. That's what I needed. So here's where we're at. We got half our wall cut. Now this isn't really necessary. I could go ahead and just angle some screws in, you know, but let's do a neat job and I'll show you how to drill out some pocket holes. As easy as that. I'm using the Craig pocket hole jig. Now I got some holes. I'll show you how I use them. Pocket holes are really handy when you can't really get into the wood, but you want to secure it. The screws just go in the end like that. And now the screws are set in there, straight into that wood, nice and solid. I got my bottom piece on. I just had to reposition my lights to make them evened out now, and I think they're okay. They're a little close to the mirror, but I'm really close to this corner, so what are you going to do? I'm going to restaple my wires, and I got to add blocking to this corner for drywall. Alright, I need to put a shower head in and the tub spout. I keep talking about it. Let's get to doing it. I'm going to be making this really easy, really quick, and just using shark bite fittings. So I got a shark bite drop ear elbow, and that's going to be for the shower head to screw into. And these come with the kind of the thing hooked to the back here for you to hook it to your wood to keep it steady. And I also got this shark bite stub out. It's all pre-made, so all I have to do is put my copper pipe into it, secure it to a stud, and have that sticking out of my tub, and we'll cut that to the length we need when we get our tub spout. No soldering, no mess. Should be pretty quick and easy. This is going to be my tub spout, that's going to be my shower head. I already have my hole drilled in the shower. So with the shark bite fittings, you guys have seen this, I'm sure, but it just pushes right on. Well, it's supposed to push on. And there it is. That should be good. I don't know. This one's kind of specific because I have to line it up with that hole. The top one doesn't have to be as precise because the shower head can be anywhere I want. So I'm temporarily taking this out, even though I have it nice. That way I have room to put this in and get it in the hole. There it is. Now if I did it right, they should all fit back exactly where it should be. Alright guys, got my shower head, my tub spout, everything's hooked up. That's good. This is ready. Look at this. So cool. I can't believe I did that today. Over here, water filter, water lines. See what I did? I got some blue and red electrical tape, and I just put it here for color coordination and on the stub outs for the hot water heater. So we know the cold side is blue, hot side is red. Everything is looking awesome. I think we're ready to do the electrical for the water heater, and then we can get it over here. Alright, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I have my wire run through the stud, just kind of hanging here. I'm going to go ahead and get these two bays insulated. We're not touching that wall for now because I don't want to. Now I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but I see a lot of people staple their insulation flaps, these paper flaps that stick out, on the inside of their stud bays, and that's wrong. The flaps are actually supposed to go on the face of your studs just like that, and they overlap each other, and that's what creates your vapor barrier, or vapor retarder. I don't know why so many people do it the other way, where they tuck them in, but when you tuck them in, you compress your insulation and you lose R value. This is the way to get the most R value and the best air seal. So always keep your flaps out, if you want to do it right. Now doesn't that look so much better when it's done right? Flaps overlapping, stapled. When you put your wall board on here, it's going to compress it, and you have a nice clean insulation, uncompressed, full R value. Looking good. My wall is up. It looks good. Now I'm going to put this electrical box on here. There it is. Okay. I'm going to be taking some red electrical tape and marking my white so that people know that it is hot. It's going to be a live wire, not a neutral. So that's going to be my red now. So close yet so far. I just cannot find my wire nuts anywhere to hook those wires together. It's okay though, I don't need to waste time on that because what we can do is at least get the water heater in, turn on the water, and see if there's any leaks. Now this will have a pan under it. It doesn't have one right now. And it will have the pressure release valve pipe done. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to leave it very kind of temporary because, like I said, I have to pull it back out. And I have a water heater pan, but it's so big that I wasn't happy with it. I'm going to get a smaller one. So we chose a 40-gallon tank heater. The reason we went with a tank heater is just because it works better for us. A lot of people like the tankless. They cost a lot more to install. They use a little less energy. It takes a long time to get your money back out of them right now, and they still have some flaws. Some of them don't work as well as others. We really wanted to stick with an electric water heater, and the electric tankless heaters just use a ton of power. This is going to work good for us. We also use our water, like we turn it on and off a lot. On, off, on, off, on, off. And this is better for that than a tankless, which has to keep kicking on and off, heating up the water in short bursts, and you never, you know, it just doesn't work well for us. I think a tankless would work awesome for like a shower, but I think a kitchen sink where I use the water on and off a lot, I'm always going to like a tank better. You know, my ideal setup would be maybe like tankless for the just the shower, a small tankless unit for the shower, so you can take long showers, short showers, or whatever you want, one after the other. And then point of use mini tanks for the kitchen sink, bathroom sink. I don't know, something like that. I guess the one last thing I gotta do is put some drywall on this wall so I can hook up the valves, and then we're ready to turn the water on. Alright guys, our drywall is up, and now I just have to put these little valves for our water lines. So, this is probably the last time you'll see our expander tool. Do you see how that works? It just... These go on the wall for decoration. The wall should be finished first, but it's not. This will go in here. We're going to trim the pipe back a little bit, just to get it a little nicer. Okay, that'll be fine. Well, we take this little sleeve, put it on there, so it's flush with the end of the pipe, and you can see it doesn't fit, so we're going to expand it and hopefully not lose this into the wall while I'm doing it. Let me give myself some slack so I can hold on to it. Okay, ready? And we just stick the valve in there all the way. That's it. Guys, you can't do plumbing easier than that.
Yeah.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
Well, I can't find wire connectors for the wires for the water heater.
Like any?
Any.
Like just regular wire nuts?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just cut these, because these don't slide in and out of the wall because they're like clamped in, right? So I'm gonna cut them so that this has to be slid out almost all the way to hide it, because that way we'll have a little room to get this away from the wall when we finish. So I'll try to give myself a little wiggle room. Look at that, already getting tight. Yeah, see this, we'll make do with that. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be under the sink, you won't see it anyway.
Cool.
So let me close these valves, just to be safe. Done, it's ready. We can turn the water on and see if it leaks.
Wow.
I know, you guys want to see the water turn on, but we got one more job to do. We gotta hook up this stuff so that we can actually test it out.
Okay, I was just about to make a clip.
Okay.
Okay, we got the handle thing installed. And now we're gonna put a sheet of sheetrock up here.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, can we just take a moment to just say that instructions are always wrong, always bad. This was easy to put together, but the instructions made us waste too much time on it because they were completely nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know who writes instructions, but they're almost always wrong.
You're almost better off just figuring it out. And the tub spout will not work for us. It's ugly, it's damaged, and it's not what we want. So we're not going to put that one on. All right, I think we're ready for the big moment that everybody's been waiting for, or at least we have. I think everything's done. The valves are turned off. I don't want any water shooting like Leato.
Whoa! They're coming out the... Doug, they came out this.
Should we try it?
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I guess tighten up the water filter first. That was my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we turn the water heater on. This is going to take a little bit for the water heater to...
You can see the water flowing through.
Okay, we got a leak right here. Tighten it up. Which is weird because it's a rubber gasket. Shouldn't have to tighten it too much.
It's still leaking. We have water flowing.
So here's the deal. We went to the store, a late night run to the store to get the wire nuts that we needed, and we got them. So the water heater is hooked up and running right now. And believe it or not, we already have hot water. It's heating up so quick. So we also got a tub spout. This one works better. And check this out. Water. Hot and cold for a change.
Awesome.
And over here, we got the water heater all hooked up. I'm going to strap this to the wall to keep it out of the way and secure. But everything's working and it looks awesome. We did have some leaks, as I expected, because every time I do Teflon tape I have leaks. It was leaking right here.
It's a very slow leak.
Yeah, it's leaking right on this valve. I've tried tightening that up the best I could. I might have to take it apart and put new tape on it. And it was leaking right here, which I think I got that one. I haven't seen any water. I tightened that one up. The good thing about these PEX fittings is I can turn it without unhooking everything. It can still rotate, so I was able to snug that up. And you guys saw these leaking, but I think we stopped those. We just kept tightening and tightening. I don't see any water.
Yeah.
Slowly we'll tackle those leaks, but right now it's doing good. We definitely need a pan under this thing. We'll get that soon. There it is. It is actually looking pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So now it's shower time. We're almost shower time. Guys, the bathroom's finally come together and it's looking awesome. We made some big changes today. Remember, we started out the day reframing this wall, which was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
But you gotta roll with what you get. We got these mirrors and I was looking at the mirrors and They're surface mount or recess mount, but after looking at the surface mount, I wasn't happy with it, and I said, let's put them in the wall.
This is gonna look way better.
And it actually came out pretty good, so that wasn't a big deal. And the big accomplishment of the day is getting hot water in the house. This is huge.
Yeah.
Even though our bathroom isn't finished, we can take a shower, and that helps us.
And we can do dishes in the house with hot water instead of cold hose water.
We've been really trying to not cook too much and just trying to find easy things to eat, because washing dishes outside with a cold water hose is a pain.
And if you're wondering how we have water, we have a yard hydrant in our garage.
Yeah.
We have a hose hooked to that.
So we've had water the whole time, cold water, out in the barn, in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're back in the house.
We can brush our teeth in here with the warm water.
Yeah. Yeah, no more brushing our teeth in the yard. You might be wondering why we don't have a toilet hooked up yet. Because we're going to actually be doing the tile floor first. Instead of pulling the toilet in and out, we can get the tile down. So that's coming very soon. We're going to try our hand at tiling. We've done it before. It comes out pretty good. Get it down. If we can get the floor down, we'll get the toilet in. That's going to be happening, we hope, in the next 3 days. Mm-hmm. Within that time.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we're just happy to share this with you. It's a cool thing. It's such a big step forward in this whole project. Well, we'll have more coming soon, so until next time, take care.
Bye.